Greetings, this is Genshin-kun, and we are back with more Apex Legends. Today we'll be focusing on the legend Bloodhound. I'd like to apologize for not uploading as frequently as I like. I've been busy taking care of business. In this world, it's kind of crazy right now. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope you guys are just pushing forward, and I hope you're all doing A-okay. Once again, this is post-commentary, so this is after the fact, after the match. I have a couple of other videos I need to upload as well. But this is one of my, not too long ago, matches where I focused on playing Bloodhound. I would actually consider Bloodhound to be my main now. I just feel like he's probably, for me, I feel most effectively playing Bloodhound. I feel like I can help out my squad more. I feel like I'm actually doing something as Bloodhound. I think I mentioned this before in a prior Apex video, but I do not like landing in hot zones unless I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like, if I do, I'm like in and out. So I try to go where other squads are not going. Unfortunately, I ran into a squad in this area. I'm actually really excited for the next season with the newest legend. She looks like a lot of fun. I believe her name is Rampart. Rampart. But yeah, she looks like a blast. Yep. I'm kind of a little panicking here because, like, I got nothing. It looks like our Loba got somebody here. Panicking. Oh, yep, managed to find legendary armor. Like, nah, I'm good now. Managed to get her squaddies. She's trying to run off. Got her.
Reloading. Took out a hostile.
Beautifully done.
If there's any hero that I think needs at least additional tweaking right now, I would actually say Watson. I just feel like, to me, Watson feels very ineffective. Like, she's way too defensive, and she doesn't have any offensive capabilities. She has, like, no mobility, no sonar of any kind besides people walking through her electric fields. But I hope she gets some decent additions in not the too distant future. But, like, Watson, and I'm trying to think what other legend probably needs a tweak here and there. I want to say Crypto. Yeah, Watson and Crypto are way too defensive. And I think I said this before. I'd rather have a Bloodhound than a Crypto on my team. I just feel like Bloodhound can do what Crypto does so much better. And that the fact that his ultimate, you have to use your drone on Crypto to use his ultimate, just makes it feel like I feel like I can't do anything as Crypto.
I need heavy ammo.
Might be something good this way.
I just feel useless, and the fact that he can't move around while using his drone is just, well, all I have to do is press a single button, and I have a sonar as Bloodhound, and I can locate people in a pretty decent-sized area. Just makes Crypto feel useless. It's like, oh cool, I can hack and predict where the next ring is as Crypto, I think. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, Crypto and Watson feel just They just feel very weak to me. And I can tell you right now, I have not won, I don't think I've won a single match with either of them. And if I did, it was Watson, and it's because I didn't do much. I kind of just played it really, really safe. But yeah, like with playing as Bloodhound, I feel like I could go ham. I feel very confident playing as Bloodhound. Like, I'm actually willing to go after people as Bloodhound compared to, let's say, I want to say, like, Mirage or Pathfinder or Caustic. Speaking of Caustic, I wish he had some mobility. I just feel so slow as Caustic and as Gibraltar. I feel like I can't get anywhere as them.
Peacekeeper here. Knockdown shield here.
I will rarely ever pick up legendary weapons. I just I don't feel confident using them. It's like if you're using those weapons, you better hope you're going to be landing your shots.
I need sniper ammo.
But yeah, most of my problems with like games that deal with like individual characters with like hero abilities and whatnot is that you always have those characters that have like little to no mobility, and you just feel like when you're getting hounded on by another group of people or another player, you can't do much defensively.
Helmet here. Level 2.
I rather have like I like having an escape option.
Sniper ammo here, if you choose.
And with these characters having like 0 to no mobility, you don't have much. I mean, at least with Caustic, he has his gas canisters and his ultimate he can use as like a smoke screen to get away. But if you have a Bloodhound or a anybody who has like a location ability, sonar ability, you're not going to be getting far, or has greater mobility than you. You're not going to get far as Caustic. But yeah, I get a little antsy when we start hanging around too long. Yeah, unfortunately, our teammate here goes AFK for a bit. Our Revenant. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Worth a damn. I just couldn't remember.
Shop's open for business.
Yeah, he goes AFK. My only gripe about finding like really good equipment from the get-go is that
Remember who hooked you up?
it's like you can't really do much. You start just looking for resources after that. I actually like the thrill of looking for better equipment in games like this.
Kill leader eliminated.
So yeah, our Revenant goes AFK. Yeah. I understand if you have things you have to do, but it's like if you're gonna play games like this, just don't queue up at all. If you have things you have to do, or you know something's gonna come up,
Let's see what we have
I
over
think
here.
it's just polite not to do that.
Tossing jump drive.
But that's just me. He does come back though. I will spoil this now for this particular round. We only went to 2 areas. That area where we started at, and this area. I just think it's kind of funny. It's just like, we just hang out, and,
Death box over there.
sometimes matches end up being like that way. You end up just staying in a single zone, or a zone or two, and you don't need to really go much anywhere else. But yeah, I'm looking very forward to the next season update. It looks like we're possibly getting maybe even a new map or a major map change with the space shuttle. Be kind of cool if we got a completely new map. But yeah, I think her name's Rampart. She's neat. She's a fun character. I'm glad that we're getting back to the fun side of Apex, and after all the seriousness with Revenant and Loba. I won't spoil the quests game mode, but that looks very promising. Where they were going with it, and I really like how each quest got better and better over time. My only hope is that they add more additional NPC enemy unit types, because fighting against prowlers you can only do so much with one enemy type, and prowlers get boring to play against after a while. Like, I'm surprised they didn't think of adding like Revenant copies that you had to go against
Lovely idea.
in the quest system. At least I'm surprised they didn't do that from the start. Or those units that Loba had to fight in the initial trailer. Like, why couldn't we have those in the quest? That'd be kind of cool.
Optics here. Sniper. Jump drive set.
Devotion here. Medkit here. We are inside. Good faith.
But yeah, as you can see, our Revenant came back. Thankfully, he didn't DC. Traditionally, when that happens, I think most of the time they end up just going DC. They end up DCing. Managed to get really lucky here.
Helmet here. Level 2. Stand on stock here. Level 2.
Thanks, beautiful.
The gods will bless us both this day.
But I hope they continue with the, I hope they continue with the quest system. That was cool.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3. Ultimate accelerant here. Shotgun ammo here. Shotgun ammo here.
I forgot the term. Sorry, I was thinking. I do want more PvE modes. I mean, as other games have demonstrated, people actually like those modes, especially when they're well thought out and they actually had that there's quality to it.
Level 2.
All I have to point to is Junkenstein's Revenge from Overwatch. At least at the initial release of that, people loved that mode. Or the story modes that they occasionally released
Level 2.
every was it like spring or summer? The archives events. At least initially, the first two. I don't think many people like Storm Rising because it felt like that was kind of they let down a lot of people with that, with Tracer not being able to ride the bike or reusing similar assets and not really doing much with it. That's new, unlike the previous two events. But anyway, back to Apex. Yeah, like I said, it's funny. We only ended up being like in 2 spots, and like everyone just kind of congregates to this area. I haven't traditionally seen rounds on this particular map end up in this area traditionally. Normally, it's in the city or the train station, but not in the abandoned city. This abandoned city traditionally.
Making contact with enemy.
Watch out, Loba. Watch out.
Shooting.
Like, when it gets into this situation and I see my teammates don't have, like, good gear, it puts me a little bit on edge. Because I'm, like, I just assume that, like, at this point, like, the other teams have, like, purple armor or better. And then here's our Revenant just trying to solo shit with regular armor, and that drives me nuts. Always makes me nervous. He's by himself, but he's getting around, so that's always good. At least I think he knew what he was doing. This is the part where it gets a little crazy. Loba does a lot of damage. Then I immediately sort of go ham. Oops, sorry. If you heard that, that was my phone. Sorry about that.
Recharging. I owe you one, beautiful.
Recharging my shields.
I'm going to start, sorry. I'm going to start recording with my capture card that I've had for a while now that does 60 frames per second. But, the only reason I haven't been using that... Yeah, I don't know where they are. The only reason I haven't been using it is because, one, I'm out of practice with using it, and two, it's easier just to use the built-in capture card system. But unfortunately, there's been a bug in it for like ever, where it may skip like 1 to 3 second frames, so there may be a skip. And then luckily it didn't happen in this round, but it occasionally happens quite a bit. So I'm just getting kind of done with it. Yeah, at this, anyway, back to the match. I don't know how many people are still up. I just know there's 2 other squads. But I don't know how many people are in those squads.
Skull piercer.
Dibs. Jump right in position.
A Revenant finally gets an upgrade to his armor. Like, I thought I spotted somebody, like, peeking over there, so I didn't know. But I'm like, I'm always trying to keep an eye out, and if I see, like, a little tiny movement, I immediately mark it, but I know somebody was over there. I'm pretty sure he's over there.
Let's explore this way.
Want to go that way? Yeah, I only point this out because, like, I don't know how many people are in the other squads. Sorry, I stuttered there. At this point, I always assume, like, they're just full squads with, like, the best gear.
Body shields here. Level 2.
Because I feel like that's a reasonable assumption, because most of the time it is full squads, and they're maxed out. So, seeing my teammates not having maxed out, at least not purple armor, I stress a little bit.
Sniper ammo here, if you choose.
Like, I feel comfortable, but I don't feel comfortable for them, so... Like, I know somebody's over there. There's a guy over here.
Enemy over there. Reloading.
That was the end of that squad.
So, there's only one guy in that squad.
Fest winner.
We're already in the next ring. Good.
Yep.
Hostile close.
And I guess there's only one person on the other squad, so that rarely happens.
Scanning the area.
Anyway, so I managed to get kill leader, and managed to wipe out a whole squad by myself. This round I did really, really well, considering. Once again, this is Genshin-kun. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, sayonara. Thank you.